Hi guys, Driver Lady Pro here. I'm coming at you with another Instacart video. So today I'm going to talk about what is Instacart, because people keep asking me, well, what the heck is Instacart? And here I've been talking about it all the time, and I thought, hey, I'm going to make a what the heck is Instacart video. So in this video, I'm going to tell you how a customer what do they need to know to become a customer. I've already given you some advice on what you need to know to be a shopper, but just because you're a shopper doesn't mean you know about not everybody knows what Instacart is. So basically, this is what Instacart is. Instacart is an application like Uber and Lyft's application, in the sense that it provides, it has people work for it. It's like a gig. It has a gig, like it's part of the gig economy. And if you want to place an order through Instacart and get your groceries, it's a grocery delivery service. So if you want to get your groceries through Instacart, they start out at $5.99. That's their price starting, but it depends on how big your order is. But your order has to be at least $10. So you can't have me running for you for $5. So okay, so they do have, like Lyft and Uber, they do have a busyness pricing. If you get charged busyness pricing because you have to have it right now, and you get your order late, they do refund the busyness pricing. They don't refund the whole thing, but they will take off the charge of busyness pricing if you end up getting your order late. So they express explicitly that all the prices are set by the retailer. When you first place your order, they provide you with an estimate of the taxes and the fees, and sometimes there's a charge for grocery bags, all that, and they give you a pretty good estimate based on what you have ordered. Sometimes there's bottle part charges, like deposits, and there's bag fees. So you need to keep that in mind, and they try, depending on where you're at, they try and put that in your pricing and kind of guesstimate. But they say shoppers will not return your bags or your bottles for you. That's kind of a given, but just in case anybody has any questions. So they take all major credit cards, but they do not take EBT, and they don't take, like, if you're going to Myers and you have a Myers gift card, they don't take Myers gift cards. So they don't take like gift cards or like international payment or something like that. But when you put your order in, it's kind of like a gas station, where you would go to a gas station and they put a temporary hold on your card. This will put a temporary authorization hold on your card, slightly above the amount that you ordered, about 10 to 15% above, higher than what you've ordered as a total. That way, if your order ends up being a little bit more because of replacement, or whatever, then you will get that refunded to you within 3 to 5 days. So like I said, the hold is for 10% to 15% higher. They take all major credit cards. It's easier when it's on a credit card, because you don't have like cash being held. You have your credit being held, but you're not sitting there going, well, shoot, I can't take $50 out of my bank. So, but like I said, they state specifically, they do give 100% of the tips to the shoppers. When you tip the person that does your shopping or your delivery person, they get 100% of the tips. Okay. So they do state that your order may be different because you might decide to add something, or the customer might, or the shopper might see something that like goes along with your order, and they ask you, maybe you want to add that. So they do put that in there. Also, replacements, if they're out of stock of something, they will see if you want a replacement. That might be a little bit more than the old thing. Now you can go in the app and you can say, okay, I do not want the replacements to exceed the price that I have asked for right here. So if you ask me for a replacement, you can set it up on your phone so that they cannot exceed the price of the price of the product that you ordered. So a lot of times replacements will, like the other day, I had somebody that wanted M&Ms, and they wanted the 17-ounce M&Ms, and now the packaging on M&Ms has changed, and I don't know if they went small. I think they went a little bit more. So the ounces were not the same, and the packet, it's still M&Ms, but the packaging is different. So they package it as a different product. They totally changed, you know what I mean? So in the system, it didn't even recognize it. So I asked the customer, do you want this still? Because it's the same product, same price. It's just the packaging is different. They didn't update their system. So that might be a replacement item that I have it happen all the time. There's the company changes the type of product. They put less ounces in there, and then they have to change the barcode, and the whole database of Instacart is not updated because of it. So, and a lot of times they'll find things that are similar to what you want, but it's still, if you are a customer for Instacart and you want this specific flavor of this specific brand, it is very important, and I tell this to all my customers. When you have somebody shopping for you, you place the order and you wait, and while they will shop, and they will send you messages when they cannot get an item for you. And a lot of times they will text you and say, well, this is out. Do you want to try this? They will say, but it's important to pay attention to your phone as a customer. Otherwise, you might end up getting something you do not like. For instance, one time I had to pick up popsicles, and they wanted the popsicles that said red, yellow, and purple or blue or whatever the color, and those were out, but they had rainbow, and I couldn't get a hold of the customer. I kept trying to get a hold of the customer, see if the rainbow flavor was all right. When I showed up at the customers, they said, oh yeah, we meant rainbow. So sometimes people will pick a thing, they see the picture, oh I like that, but they don't know exactly what they're ordering. So just so you know, like I said, if you pay attention while they're doing stuff, if you have a special request, like instead of a certain type of hot dogs you want, and they're out, say they're out of something, they're out of your organic hot dogs. No, I would like a different brand than that particular brand of organic hot dogs. You don't have to explain why, but maybe you don't like that flavor of organic hot dogs. So it's important to pay attention if you are ordering for Instacart. And you know what? I thought that it might be a good idea for me to do like a live stream of me ordering from Instacart and having someone else bring my Instacart order and show what happens when you take when you're waiting for your order and stuff. You do need, like, a lot of people will order and they'll go running and do an errand. It's, if you still need to watch your phone. So that is my best advice. Usually they stay within a dollar amount, and there are customers that do get upset if you cannot find the specific thing that they want. And I understand that. I understand, because there is certain things that I have to have that particular flavor, or I do not want that other item. So if you are like that, then you need to make sure, if you are a customer that is like that, you need to make sure that you put, if there is a way to do this in your app, that you put, you do not want any replacements for that particular item. So anyway, this is what Instacart is. Instacart is when you go shopping and go to the grocery store and shop for someone else. And then usually most of my customers are elderly. Most of my customers are have tons of children and dogs, and I try to go to the door and knock on the door, and they don't like me knocking on the door, or they don't like me ringing the doorbell because the dogs are so yeah. So you gotta pay attention, and you gotta do it properly. You know, read the directions and stuff like that. So I'm gonna put my my link below, and just so you know, I'm a shopper for Instacart, and I really like it. I feel like this is the next step in gig economy, and I make good money. I make good money. I make just as much as I do with Uber and Lyft. And there are hourly guarantees, whereas Uber and Lyft do not have an hourly guarantee. You just get paid whatever you make. So you do get an hourly guarantee. So when you're there, if you get so many orders and then you get your tips, one time I only made maybe $80 from all my hourly guarantees, but I made $70 in tips. People tip really good, really good. People tip on the app. They really tip good. I'm not kidding. One time I got a $78 worth of tips. People tip a percentage, and I don't understand why they don't do that for Uber and Lyft. I don't, because. So anyway, guys, if you like my videos, please like, comment, share, subscribe. Let me know what you think. Are you a kind of person that would like to work for Instacart? Do you have any questions about Instacart? Let me know what you think. All right. Have a great day.